Hello, hello! What is up, everybody? Welcome back to a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day here down in the Western Hemisphere of the United States, Salt Lake City International Airport, Utah. Today, we will be taking the lovely Delta 737-900ER from Salt Lake City to Vancouver, Canada for the weekends, or West Coast weekends Vatsim event. So hoping to pick up some ATC, as we get out of the Salt Lake area and closer to Seattle, Portland, and of course down into Vancouver. Flight time today is about an hour and 45 minutes, almost 2 hours, they give or take, how well vectoring gets in there. I think as far as the weather, it's pretty straightforward as well. I think we have a marginal, it's like a quartering headwind, and then as we get over the Seattle area, it's about a direct headwind, but then we'll be descending, so it'll be less as intense. We don't have any controllers here today with us at Salt Lake City, although hopefully that might change here in the next like 20 to 30 minutes while we get situated. Go ahead and hop down into the cockpit, and we will get this party started. For all you guys who are just tuning in, thank you for coming to hang out with me on this beautiful afternoon. Go ahead and come over here to our EFB, get this onto the tablet there, so there's our route there. And now that we got that in there, we're going to slap the ground power on, emergency power on, auto on. And remember, this isn't the PMDG, so I actually need to do
refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft. Boarding requested.
Go ahead and go up there. Nav. Ground power is fluctuating through the aircraft. Seatbelt to auto. All good up there. Fans on. We'll be right and left packs on. Auto. All of those guys off. Landing elevation, I believe, is 50 feet, and today we have a cruising altitude of... We'll go over here to our EFB real fast that I have in
fuel
my
truck is in position.
Apartment.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
340 today, so we'll go ahead and get 340 upstairs here. I'll just leave this at 0 at this point.
Passengers boarding starting.
Because I'll leave it at 50, that way we land under it. Local lights on, steady on the position lights. All of those lights are off, fasten seatbelts off. And we'll get up there, we'll go ahead and come down in here into our FMC position init page. We are at Kilo Sierra Lima Charlie. Gate number Alpha 40. Not in the database, that's fine. Grab that, we'll close this out real fast here so we can grab this. It's our route there, and we will go ahead and real quick before we actually start and we'll make sure they are indeed fueling, because I know sometimes it likes to do its own thing. So I'll go on select payload, select fuel, select route. And that puts us at 18.8 today. 8.6 in the wing, 8.6 in the wing. Fun fact about the 737s is actually these wings only hold 8,700 pounds of fuel. So we're just about nearly fuel on the wingtips, and we got 1.5 in the center. It's a fun little fact there. We're going to come back down here, we'll go over the performance tool, we'll go and plan from OFP. I planned for 3-4 right, which is off of our right hand side here. Import from OFP, import from aircraft, import weather. We'll leave that all there for later. Altimeter is 3008, so we'll get that set in there. Reset the FMC. Plug in 340 on our cruise altitude today. Oops. Shot past it just a little bit. ahead and load our routing. Activate, execute 3, 4, right. Oops, not cooperating in there. 3, hello. 3, 4, right. There we go. It's not agreeing with me there. Go and go to our perf page. We'll request this. We'll probably have to update this because this probably isn't going to be correct. Can't open the door. I forgot about that. Well, I'm pretty sure we have a dome light on as well. That's, yep, that would do it. We're going to load these up into the aircraft. And we're just going to verify with our OFP. We have a block fuel of 18.8. We have 18.7 here, but 18.8 in the tanks. We have minimum takeoff fuel of 18.2, a ramp weight of 152, a reserve of 5.4. We're going to come down here to our trip page on our EFB. This will give us an idea. So our trip fuel is 11.3. We'll do 11. This is 11.32. I'll do 11.4 on the trip fuel. Cost index of 11. Our zero fuel weight was 133.97, 134 in there. Reserves of 5.4 check. Altitude 340. Cruise altitude of 340. So it took 370 up there. It's going to tell us insufficient fuel. We have sufficient fuel. That'll fix itself as we get up to altitude. We'll go up to here. Just real quick, we'll go actually down to our departures and go to our departures and arrival page, and we will put 34 right, which is already in there. 34 right, Seagull 1 transition, Tango Whiskey Foxtrot VOR. Then as filed. For our arrival into Vancouver, check the TAF here. We are expected to land, I think, F2300. We are going to plan for the 8s. I don't see why we will have a left getting in on it, but we're not that. We're not on the Canuck 5, we're going to be on the Grizzly 7 arrival. The Pay Everett transition for the ILS 08 left. I'm going to assume they're going to give us the Zulu. I'm going to plan for the Zulu. Actually, no, I'm going to plan for... What actually is the one I have in? I thought I had the Zulu in. We'll plan for the Yankee, if that's the case. Cruise page set. Climb page good. Route. That reminds me. Legs. Route data. Request winds. Init wrap. N1. Takeoff. Go and load the wind data in here. Take a quick view outside. I know we've been pretty heads down this whole time. Boarding is moving along swimmingly. Passengers make their way down the jet bridge. We'll go into our descent page, forecast. Just to make sure, because we do have a discontinuity here, we will check our route. Radar vector Seagull pay. Okay, so we should be Seattle pay, so we'll go. Load those over here, drag this up here, no more discontinuity. Descent forecasts are in. N1 limit, so we'll come back over here, we will calculate our totals. Figure out what it's saying about Tadgo in a second. We are TO 43. Trim is 441 with the flaps of 5. This gave us 422, that gives us 441. We're going to take the FMC values. 146, 146. Runway winds are 360 over 14. We got that in as well. We'll come over here. So we're all good there. This is no descent path after Tadgo, so we'll figure out what that is about real fast. Also speaking of which, we'll do. Traffic rings on, and we'll go ahead and set up the downstairs panel real fast. Sorry, I'm just having issues with my head tracker. So we were given 77734, sorry, 7734. We're at CTAP in the box with the Unicom fully in the air. They're still loading us up. We should be near finish. Yeah, the back's already finished. Front should be finishing here soon enough, and the fueling's been done. I'm supposed to be out in like 25 minutes. I didn't realize how quick, like, yep, there it is. This thing is situated. Boarding has been completed. We'll go and get our V2 of 150 in here. Real fast, we also put the yaw dampener on. Open up our fuel tanks. In case you're wondering, yes, I am opening them all because I do just want to burn out fuel. Go and get that online. Forward entry is still open while they finish up downstairs. Actually, they just finished downstairs as well. Oh, right. Since they are already finished with downstairs, as this APU gets spooled up, we will get that taken care of. Go and read our departure briefing for the Seagull 1 radar nav departure. Seagull 1, routing, 3-4 left, climb left on a turn, or 134 right. Climb left, turn on a heading between 320 clockwise to 260 as assigned. Radar vectors to cross quarter at or above 130, then track on 317 to cross Seagull at or above. Alright, it's pretty straightforward. So yeah, that's pretty straightforward down there. Alright. APU is online, so we'll go on 1 and 2. Get the APU generator on, verify that that's working. Transformers are all flowing power through them. Turn off the ground power. And the APU is alive. We will remove the AC. We will remove the ground power. I love watching this thing come up. It's like it goes so far just to grab this guy. Bonk, put away the air hose. That would originally come from the bridge, but whatever. What I'm curious about is it going to attach the... Oh, it does. Look at that. They lowered the tongue on the hitch. Cool. Air power's off. And with that, we're going ready for push and start. Remember, we still need to set our trim at 4.22. Indeed we are, a little low. Once they get the bottom pieces onto us, we will get back to running. We'll get the beacon light going and we'll be good. We are about 25 minutes early. Not going to argue there. We do have a 2-hour flight ahead of us.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted. Locking gear.
Alright, gear is getting locked in. We'll go ahead and flight director, LNAV, VNAV. Those are both good. Face to the northeast. Anti-collision lights on.
Releasing foot brakes, please. All engines clear. Start at will.
And we are pushing. City logo anti-collision light is on. We will go and keep engines both. Clear right, clear left. Oh, do I not have any? Oh, snap. I could have sworn I had wing views for the 737. Okay. Well, that's awkward. What we're going to do is we're going to go ground right. I believe this one has the auto start mechanism. No, it doesn't. Either way, I'm done because I need to go and off. Oops. Off. See, I think now we can do auto start.
Please set parking brakes.
And then if we take this, we'll go back here. I love dealing with PMDG's like box area.
Unlocking gear.
They're unlocking the gear now. My apologies, guys. I thought that I had... Oh my god, dude. It's such a nightmare in here. It's like the camera gets stuck on everything.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
While we get that started up, we still have a little bit of time, so I'm not... Like, we're early. I'm not in too big of a rush, so I can go ahead and get these set up. Appreciate your guys' patience on that. That is seriously my bad. I thought when I flew the 738 that I had these wing views already configured, and that was not the case. Out there we can see them going. Alright, last two here, and then we'll go back to the flight deck and finish our departure prep. Okay, there we go. Those were being a little funky. Alright, we'll go ahead and finish up the startup process now. We'll go to ground, we'll go to continuous there. We will go left up. Go to flaps 5. We will trim is already in the green band. That's 4.22 right there approximately. $153 on that. Engines are waking up. As soon as we have a good second engine start, we will go ahead and get over to our main power. Engines over to continuous, generator 1, generator 2, electric switch. Pack switch, APU off. Cycle our flight directors. LNAV, VNAV. Take one beautiful look around. Flaps are indeed in the number 5 position. 6 minutes on the pushback with all the extra stuff I had to do there at the end. That is definitely my fault. Gear flaps. Logo, strobe and steady, anti-collision, wing wheel wells, check and set. Window heat, probe heat, we are all set. I'll go make our call on CTAF. We'll make our call on CTAF here once I know where I actually am again on the airport. We're going for 3-4 right, so we'll taxi. We'll taxi 1 East South, Golf, 1 East South Hotel, and then what is this, Hotel 1? Alright guys, let's go and call it in. Salt Lake City traffic, Delta 2920, taxiing from parking line 1 East South, Golf Hotel, Hotel 1, hold short 3-4 right for Delta 2920. So we are in there. We will go ahead and 7-minute clock for the timer, taxi lights coming on. Let's go places. Alright, and as we taxi out to the 1 East South line, we'll go and get our HUD glass down. Yankee right in front of us. Left, right, turn offs on. Right on hotel. We're not going to bother to time taxi just because it's such a short taxi. Transponder set to TARA. Speaking is cool. Speed brake in the off position since this is a Boeing aircraft. We do not need it. Manually armed. Flaps validated. Flaps 5. Flaps 5. Rejected takeoff brakes before we forget those like last time. And as we are coming up here on Hotel 1, which will be our entry point, Salt Lake City traffic, be advised, Delta 2920 lining up and waiting down 34 right at Hotel 1. Landing lights on, strobe and steady on. Last call. Okay. Left is clear, right is clear. How long was this runway again? 12,000 feet. And we are alive.
Salt Lake traffic, UPS 562 heavy, 20 miles to the north, entering a left down one for 34 right, Salt Lake.
And Salt Lake City, Delta 2920 departing 34 left, northbound departure, Salt Lake City. And this guy called out 20 miles to the north. We should be able to climb over him in time. Go ahead and parking brake. Oops. Parking brake off. Clock reset. We'll go ahead and hold them up to 40, guys. And let's go. Nose power pressure forward. Okay, as I say, we do have auto throttle arm. This thing just takes forever to accelerate. 80 knots, 100 knots, nose pressure stowed.
E1, rotate.
And rotate. Still on the ground. Yep, there it goes. Now we're actually up.
Positive reincline.
Salt Lake City seal. Here coming up. And follow the glide slope. Like I said, we do have this guy. A little windy up here today. We'll go ahead and focus the climb. Gear neutral, that can come off. Bring in flaps too. This guy said he's... Oh, he's to our left-hand side somewhere if he's entering the downwind. And Salt Lake City traffic, Delta 2920, left turn, quarter waypoint, last call, Salt Lake City. And we will go ahead and go Direct Corver.
Salt Lake traffic, GPS 562, left down 134 right, currently 11 south.
And flaps are fully retracted, straightening out, heading to Corver. Go ahead and give it over to the autopilot now. Stow this. And Salt Lake City traffic, Delta 2920 climbing out 8000 for 340 on the Seagull 1 departure Salt Lake City. Go ahead and give that call out over on Unicom so anyone who can hear us climbing up knows that we're climbing out. Go ahead and come above, and those guys can go off, those guys can go off, this guy can come off, flight continuous, logo can come off. We'll see how it is outside of 10,000, then we'll call for that. Centers are empty. Yeah, see, I gotta retweak like all of my engines, all of my audio. Actually, I gotta do that real fast. See, I've heard that like you need to turn environmental down, and I've heard like there it is, Salt Lake City in the rearview mirror up there. And since we are on the 737-900, it's actually going to take us like 2.5 minutes to get up there. Takeoff time, we're just 2 minutes earlier than that time. It's always nice. And we're above 10,000, we'll go ahead and throw those into the off position. No descent path after TAPCO. Get 280 below. Just checking the traffic down as we leave out of there. So there's a UPS MD-11 that was coming in. There's a 717 that's heading up to Seattle, and there's another RJ that's going over to LAX. All Delta. And then there's the United 7 that's going over to LC. Oh no, good group of people down there. Good group of flyers. Go and check my tablet now. 08 left is the arrival runway again, which is nice, because it's just a nice runway to land, personally. Sorry, I'm just looking for something real fast. Where was this? Yeah, I think I found it, but now I can't get it to work properly. There we go, because now, yeah, see, like, it's like this camera view, right, works out for what I'm doing, because then if I pause it, because now my head views actually aren't, like, clipping and stuff, which is one of the biggest issues. Yeah, there's a descent path, it's just not accepting that we're gonna do it. That's all it is. Alright, guys, as we climb up out of here, passing up 21,000 feet. And for you guys who are just tuning in, we just departed Salt Lake City. You can see to the rear of us there that little Delta Airlines mountain thing is. Next stop, Vancouver. Looking for my phone currently. Oops, that was the wrong button. It's funny actually. I was on a 738, but so it won't matter. But when I flew to Expo, I was in. Okay, well, it doesn't matter when I can't find the seats, but I want to say I was in like 18 or 20 something. Was it like 18 or 16? I was pretty close to the middle. We'll go back over here. Ooh, rockin' wingtips. What was I looking for? Don't know what I was looking for, but we're here for it now. This lady has now been immortalized not only on the Sky Miles fucking TV itself, and I'm pretty sure when I flew it was still the same picture as well, but also in fucking Flight Sim, because there's gonna the same way that there's people who play FSX for like the last 25 years, there is going to be somebody who plays Flight Sim 2020 for the next 10 years. We're gonna be on like Flight Sim, you know, 3.37, and there's still somebody who's like, yo man, I'm on FS 2020, happened since 2024 came out, can't leave it behind, and this woman is going to be immortalized because of this livery right here. Like, any flying the Delta, any of the Delta Aviation liveries, I'm pretty sure he uses them on the inside of all of those. It's gonna be there, and it's gonna be awesome. Climbing our way up to 340. We are almost there. Once we get to 340, that's when the fun begins. 340. Hour and 16 remaining on our cruise over to Vancouver, Washington. Oh my god, Vancouver, Canada. I'm looking at the, what's it called? BM World, Seattle, Washington right now. Definitely got me distracted. But anyways, I will be right back. I will leave you guys with... Alright, what's gonna have better views than me? This is just a cool... I like this view right here. It's always fun to sit at the back of the plane. I'll be right back. Alright guys, we got about an hour to our top of descent. I think my dogs need to go out. I took them out before the stream and they were not. And one of them used the restaurant. The other one was kind of questionable. I don't know if they're out with food. Never mind, it was just the younger one wanted to. That's all it was. Never mind, false alarm. Give me 1 second. I'll get the AFK logo off the screen. Just gonna destroy my cable some more by running it over. Take this off real quick. are back. Go and start configuring stuff up on the flight deck, since we will have to manually work in this arrival ourselves. So the Grizzly 7 arrival is as following: 10,000 at 280 at Egret, 10,000 at Jago. Okay, so we need to be down 3,000. Alright, so on auto brakes 1, we can run pretty much a third of the runway, and then if it gives us reversers, yeah, go credit. It really is 50-50 what we want to do here. I know for the first part, I am going to go ahead and get in our course knobs of course of 083. This is 110.55. And then what is the other one? I'm gonna grab the other runway. Okay, we'll get the analyst. So we have the ILS left and the ILS right tuned in. 083. Reference altitude of 99. Alright, so we have the... We'll honestly pin this one as well, just in case. Alright, so we've got our glide slope ILS plugged in. It says 3024. That's wild. Yeah, now let's go back into here, check this. So 9,000 for a runway in which we use 6,000 feet. I'm gonna go auto brakes 2. This is 7,000. There's no operation. We're going to turn back on the seatbelt signs. It is bumpier than shit out there as we come over these mountains. Oh, baby, look at those wings. Just all impressive to me, that's all I'll say. I just realized I actually have passed into Oregon State. You can kind of notice when Boise turns into Oregon, all of those, like that little flatland. Now we're in all of this mountainous area now. That's kind of the whole kind of. Actually, I see that. That's literally like the whole state. You know, honestly, I thought with this event there was going to be a lot more traffic even for a Sunday. It's like 5 p.m. It's kind of disappointing that no Seattle, Salt Lake Center, or NorCal, or like, just add more hopes for this flight, I guess. For all you guys who are just joining, I hope you guys are doing well today on this Sunday evening as we journey across Oregon and Idaho on our way to Vancouver. You see it out all below us, all of this glory. Go ahead and pop back over to the flight deck. We're already pre-configured. We still have 155 miles to go until our top of descent, as we're descending basically right on top of Seattle. Vancouver Center is going to be 13370. Go and get that tuned in, and then from there we'll figure out what the approach frequency is. I don't think they have an approach controller, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look like they have an approach controller. Tower is going to be on... Tower is going to be on 118.7. Ground will be on 121.7. Pretty straightforward. Oh, did they? What the? What am I watching? Did this guy just land into someone? I think I just watched someone land into someone on Vatsim on the radar. I don't even know what vehicle he's in, to be honest. I don't know what I just watched. I don't know what I just looked at. I honestly have no clue. Well, anyways, after watching whatever that was, and I watched a guy on Vatsim radar land into a Holden 777. Oh, now we're gonna push it. Let's see what we get.
Order not airborne by 0100 Silver. You can return to the on-ref frequency. Call me back at this frequency, passing second 9 miles.
Alright, honestly. Oh, I gotta look on the list. See, now we have like a Portland Tower and everything. Like, see, now that event's starting to like really kick off. I think it just started actually. Yeah, it's been up for like an hour. Never mind, actually. How much fuel we used? 399, so we used almost 8,000 pounds of fuel out of our 11,000. Wow. All right. So let's go and start getting our ATIS informations for this airport. Information Delta's current landing gate left, 8 right. I was expecting to give us the visual. About a little over, I'd say, what is that? 120 miles.
Dude,
We grow closer by the moment. That wind we were experiencing earlier seems to have fallen off now. Give me 1 second, you know. And we back. Sorry about that, y'all. Just had to check on some. Good catch. And it's going to start to get bumpy again as we cross over more mountains. Pretty sure this is Mount Rainier. I just always in my head this is Mount Rainier. It's not Mount Rainier. Pretty sure it is.
Roger. Clearwater 01, Roger.
Vancouver Terminal, good evening. Cessna 172 Foxtrot Delta Bravo Tango's about 20 to the west of.
Alright, y'all. We're about 40 miles from our top of descent. Coming in over the this is the Seattle area ahead of us now. Sorry about that. For all of you guys who are just joining us, hanging out, been here the whole time, lurking, loving, living, laughing, loving, thank you all for hanging out. We started out here in Salt Lake City. Blue skies and clear days. And we're getting up to Vancouver. It looks like it could be a little cloudy, a little bumpy. We're passing these last bit of mountains coming in from Seattle. And we should be on the ground relatively soon. Latest information, Delta 3024. /10. 20 standard mile, statute mile visibility, fuel clouds at 3,000, fuel clouds at 8,000, fuel clouds at 22, 14 degrees, 3024 ILS or visual approach 08 left and 08 right. We have both tuned, so we're good there.
$17.19, turn right heading 350, vectors defined.
We're going to hang out with the center now, as we'll probably be talking to him beforehand. Not too sure, honestly. Trying to find Seattle. There's Seattle, there's Boeing Field. And then Payover is somewhere on the south.
Air Canada 972 to send 9,500.
Descend 9,500 Air Canada 972.
Vancouver Center, good evening once again. Encore 4701 with you, passing 9,000 now.
Encore 4701, Vancouver Center, squawk it out. Encore 4701, your identified climb 19 and 19,000.
19,000, Encore 4701.
25 on the clock.
Encore 4701, proceed direct to booth on course.
Proceed direct booth on course, Encore 4701.
Speedbird 2278, you're leaving my airspace, Edmonton's offline, your surveillance. Exterminate, change to the on-route frequency, good day.
Heading at your airspace, thanks for the service. Frequency approved, to monitor estimates you.
Vancouver, American 2473, 12.5, climbing 16,000.
Right, 2473, Vancouver Center, good day, climb flight level 350.
Climb flight level 350, American 2473.
Alright guys, and we will be starting our descent here. Once we make this right-hand bank, we're going to immediately
Air
start
Canada
descending
1080 descend 16,000, the altimeter 3024.
3024 descend 16,000 Air Canada 1080.
Air Canada 1080, your clear direct to Keene.
Clear direct to Keene, Air Canada 1080.
And with that, we are descending into the airspace, Vancouver. Speed brake arm, we'll go auto brakes 2. No need for the anti-IC.
American 2473, you're leaving my airspace now. Seattle's offline. Your surveillance services terminate. Change on Merck frequency. Get it.
Over to advisory, American 2473. See ya.
Air Canada 972 via Datbo, you cleared the ILS Zulu, runway 16 approach.
Cleared ILS Zulu 16 approach via Datbo for Air Canada 972.
Course ILS frequency, backup frequency. Ooh, actually, I think this is the 110. There we go, that's the correct frequency. Okay, whatever this is.
Foxtrot Juliet Kilo, proceed direct cat.
Alright, we're gonna go and contact
Tango
approach because I
Uniform
don't think
Bravo.
we're gonna end up talking to center here, so I'm gonna go and jump this. Vancouver approach, hello, Delta 2920, we're at the pay VOR inbound ILS 08 with information Delta.
Delta 2920, Vancouver Ravels, hello, thanks for Delta, runway 08 left, altimeter 3024, descend 10,000, your discretion.
And we've got information Delta on board with descent at 10,000, our discretion expecting ILS 08 left for Delta 2920, thanks. Alright, so cleared down to 10,000, 10,000 by the Vancouver approach. I was right, we're not even going to be talking to the center by the time we're about to enter the shelf, so just kind of makes sense. So with that being said, we're going to 21.7, which would be our ground tower frequency, sorry. Tower will be 118.7, and then ground will be 121.7.
Get a 888 heavy. Once you're established, contact Vancouver Tower 118.70. Happy day.
Over Tower 118.70, got that AAA.
Let's 112, contact Vancouver Center 133.70.
Vancouver Center on 133.7. Thank you for the services. See ya.
See ya. And Delta Bravo Tango, are you happy at 3,000 or are you looking for higher?
Yeah, I can do 3,000. I just got to stay within the glide distance of Delta Bravo Tango.
Delta Bravo Tango, roger. Feed higher just on. Air Canada 1059, descend 3,000.
Descend 3,000, Air Canada 1059.
That's the guy who's ahead of us. That Air Canada flight came up from, I think he's from Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken. Las Vegas is where he came out from.
Vancouver, Canada 1080, descending via the Whistler 7, 16,000.
Canada 1080, arrival solo runway 08 left, altimeter 3024, descend 10,000, and information Delta current.
Information Delta current, descend 10,000, expect 0 right left, Air Canada 1080.
Keep that out of my face for a little bit, honestly. We'll do continuous at 5,000. Uh, 10.1 of our 11 burnt.
Icelangar 221, Vancouver Terminal, you on frequency?
Yeah, we've just arrived in frequency for Icelangar 221. My apologies, we're just having some issues here with the aircraft, just trying to sort that out quick.
Okay, Icelangar 221, traffic is your 12 o'clock in 4 miles opposite direction, helicopter. With reference to your own terrain, turn left heading 270 immediately. Climb 4,000.
Left heading 270 immediately and 4,000 for Icelangar 221.
I think next week's going to be a VFR week or something. We might do like 1 or 2 VFR streams, continue with the Twin Duke while it's getting cool out, take it from Reno where I left it, go to Boise. We might work our way up into Canada before coming back down like Yellowstone in this end of
Icelangar 221, been told the previously mentioned traffic as you would say.
So that's Victoria off our left-hand side there, if I'm not mistaken.
Air Canada 1080, descend 7,000.
7,000 and Canada 1080.
Departure this circuit at a 959 heavy crossing 2,200 feet for 7,000.
Air Canada 959, Vancouver departures. Hello, you're identified. Climb 16,000.
Climb 167, 959.
I think it's like over there is where.
Iceland T21, just so you're aware, in the future, the Victoria 9 departure is runway heading to assigned. But for now, proceed direct to kick set. That's at Kilo, India, X-ray, Echo, Tango on course.
My apologies for that. First time at the airport. But for now, direct kick sets for Iceland T21. Thank you.
Well, we always brief the departures. Always brief your departure, brief your arrival, brief your go-around. Just helps out in the long run.
Air Canada 959, turn right direct to the Seattle VOR on course.
Turn right direct Seattle, 959.
Air Canada 1059, turn right heading 350,
Right, heading 350, vector final.
Okay, so that's a go-around right there as well. Not the 1059, but the other Air Canada.
Air Canada 959, heavy contact, Vancouver Center 133.70.
133.70, Air Canada 959.
Air Canada 1059, turn right heading 050, you're cleared the ILS and Zulu 08 left approach.
Right, heading 050 to ILS Zulu 08 left approach, Air Canada 59.
Air Canada 1080, descend 4,000.
4,000, Air Canada 1080.
Okay, there's one piece of traffic that I'm receiving.
Air Canada 1059, say indicated airspeed.
We're doing 150 now, Air Canada 1059.
Okay, Air Canada 1059, speed 150 knots till 4 miles. Contact Vancouver Tower 118.70.
Roger 150 until 4 DME, contact Tower 18.70, Air Canada 1059, see up.
Air Canada 1080, descend 3000, speed 200 knots or less.
Descend 3000, speed 200 or less, Canada 1080.
Vancouver Terminal, good afternoon. Encore 4701 with you, 19,000.
Encore 4701, Vancouver Rebels, hello, runway 08 left, altimeter 3024, information Delta is current, descend 10,000.
Descend 10,000, Encore 4701.
Roger, and Encore 4701, just add on, that'll be when ready, start to descend, so it's fine.
Sorry, when you're ready, descend 10,000, Encore 4701.
Yeah, no worries, just I didn't say it initially, so. Air Canada 1080, turn left, heading 170 vectors to mile.
170, Air Canada 1080.
Almost forgot the flight recorder, guys. That would have sucked. I have a good feeling about this one. I do indeed. Let me just check some of these real fast.
Delta Bravo Tango, leave my airspace. Your surveillance service terminates cleared en route. And at the
Alright, cleared en route. We'll switch over to the en route frequency now. Thank you very much for lending us in your airspace. Delta Bravo Tango.
Air Canada 1080, turn left heading 110. Your dial is Zulu 08 left approach. Speed's going to be 160 knots until 4 miles.
110 cleared island 008 left, and did you say 160 till 4?
Air Canada 1080, affirmative.
Roger, Air Canada 1080, thank you.
Delta 2920, descend 8,000.
Descend 8,000, Delta 2920. And with that in mind, we're going to engine continuous. Seatbelts on and off.
Foxtrot Juliet Kilo, contact Vancouver Center 133.70.
Pretty well today, so.
37, thanks for the service. This is Foxtrot Juliet Kilo.
That's so sick.
Air Canada 1080, once established, contact Vancouver Tower 118.70.
Once established, contact Tower 1187 Canada 1080, sir.
There's no Vancouver right there.
Victoria Terminal King Express 125 through 2.2, climbing 2.5, looking for 4.5, please.
King Express 125, Vancouver Terminal, hello, spot it.
I did.
Why is it giving us TARA for all the way over there?
King Express 125, identified Victoria Altimeter 3023. Correction 4,500 is approved by East Point Cherry Point. Correction, so you're going to Vancouver. East Point and Point Roberts, how's that sound?
Can we get direct Samuel Island?
Stand by. Alright, yeah, King Express 125, Samuel Island is approved, and then Point Roberts from that.
Samuel Island, Point Roberts, thanks, King Express 125.
Get those on, so don't forget them. Continuous logo strips, steady and anti-collisions are on. Check, seatbelts check. Anti-ISIS check, robes good. All of this is verified above. 4.0, 398, no need to worry about a offset landing. Cooper down below, 18 left.
Vancouver Terminal, Helijet 702, east of Bacon Hill, Victoria, for inbound for Camel Point landing.
Jet 702, roger, the harbor altimeter 3025. The heliport down there is going to be part of the Victoria Harbor MF, which for now is uncontrolled. So you can just return to Unicom. I have no traffic on report in that area. Give me a call if you're planning on returning.
We'll treat the harbor as uncontrolled, Helijet 702. Thank you.
So guard 221, contact Vancouver Center 133 decimal center. 133.70 is the Washington Post to 2150. Delta 2920, descend 3000.
And descend 3000, Delta 2920. Yo. And ITL is the identifier code for your airport.
Listen, Coast 221, terminal east on frequency. Delta 2920, turn right heading 350, vectors to final.
Right, 350, we'll expect the vectors to final, Delta 2920. Alright guys, I'm going to bring in 350 here. Go flaps 2 as well. Alright guys, we'll go and get the flight recorder on. .350, flight recorder on. Flaps 2. 210 in the speed.
Delta 2920, turn right heading 050. You're clear the ILS with Zulu 08 left approach.
And we're right heading 050, clear the ILS 08 left Zulu approach for Delta 2920. Heading select will be 350. Once we finish this turn, we'll localizer. We're heading select.
Good evening, Vancouver Terminal, Speedbird 85, 18000 on the Canuck 5.
Speedbird 85, Heavy Vancouver, arrivals hello, runway 08 left, altimeter 3024. Ready, correction. Information Delta's current, and descend 10,000.
Not really much to do here.
Roger, descent 10,000, information Delta, runway 8 left, altimeter 3024. Speedbird 85.
Express 125, when ready, the DFR descent to 2,500 approved, Vancouver altimeter 3024.
Traffic.
2,500, we have Delta, thanks, King Express 125.
And then we'll arm the approach mode as we fall into the localizer, bring the scale down to 10 miles. Coming into the localizer, coming over the approach.
Encore 4701 at 10,000.
Encore 4701, Roger, descend 5,000.
5,000, Encore 4701.
Delta 2920, contact Vancouver Tower 118, Delta 70.
Alright, we only have single channel here, which is fine. I'm just going to cycle through.
King Express 125, surveillance services terminate, contact Vancouver Tower 118, Delta 70.
1187, King Express 125, thanks.
2500, 60 ME. 7.5 DME. Flaps 5.
Encore 4701, descend 10,000.
3,000, Encore 4701.
Speedbird 85, heavy descend 5,000.
Descend 5,000, Speedbird 85 heavy.
Alright guys, flaps 25 coming in, one more flap setting to flaps 1. We're going to go ahead and do the landing camera now. 3.5 DME. And approach Delta 2920. Just want to make sure we didn't miss our handoff to the tower.
Delta 2920, affirmative. I told you a little while ago, but that's okay. Contact Vancouver Tower 11870.
And my apologies over to 11870. Thanks for the service tonight. See ya.
Okay.
And Vancouver Tower, my apologies. Delta 2920, Island 08 left, 2.5 DME.
Delta 2920, Vancouver Tower, winds 190 at 10, clear land 08 left.
Clear land 08 left, Delta 2920.
United 634,
Right,
contact
guys,
departure 128.6 airborne, winds 190 at 10, clear for takeoff 08 right.
Flaps 30,
Clear for takeoff 08 right, Unit 65.
Plane. Two whites, two red, three whites. Supposedly falling off the glide slope.
Over 20 Charlie Delta, leaving my airspace. Air surveillance service terminated. Contact terminal 128.6.
Four whites.
Vancouver Tower, exec jet 246 short of 08 right on Lima 4.
Sync rate.
Exec jet 346, Vancouver Tower, good evening. From Lima 4, line up and wait 08 right.
Line up and wait 08 right beyond Lima 4, exec jet 246.
330 feet per minute, not the worst in the world. And the approach briefing said no reversers. Guess what? Reversers full. We will use our reversers every day of the week. Pull them back, reversers stowed. Flaps can come in, manual braking. We'll do a late turn off here. And we'll 121.7 for our ground frequency.
Exec jet 346, contact departure 128.6 airborne, winds 190 at 10, clear.
And Vancouver ground Delta 2920 off of Mike 5.
Good evening, helicopter staff Delta back with you at 6,000 feet. 15.
Vancouver ground Delta 2920 off of Mike 5 on Mike.
Delta 2920, Vancouver ground, welcome Vancouver. Gate 79, taxi Mike Tango, apron your discretion.
Mike Tango, apron our discussion for gate 79er for Delta 2920, thanks. Alright, so we're gate 79er.
Air Canada 1060, contact tower 118.7 for departure, good day.
Auto.
Oh, 817, Canada 1060, good night sir, bye bye.
It's going off to steady. Go ahead and get our gate up here. We're in the Western Alliance. So yeah, Mike Tango and then the apron our discretion. So let's make this the next left up here right on top of OCL. APU just came alive. American 321 there. 7-9er, we're gonna be right next to this American right here, actually. We're going off the taxi light. APU gen is off. Leads are off. I want to release the seatbelt sign even though. We're to spot 7-9er, so we'll go in. And we'll right toe brake over. CFMs on the 737 actually get you moving. CFMs on the 321 takes so much engine power, I hate it.
Vancouver Ground, Piper Comanche, request taxi for southbound VFR departure with information Delta
turn number 2 off,
Sorry,
left
correction,
gives us the
83.
nose steering, so we won't turn off the one engine.
Charlie Foxtrot, Romeo, Oscar Papa, Roger, runway, sorry, are you ready for taxi?
We're ready for
Parking
taxi.
brake on,
Tried
APU's good,
being at the general aviation area, but very south of the airport. Alpha, Romeo,
Good,
Oscar
guys, we'll
Papa.
go ahead and shut off the second
Romeo
engine.
Alpha Papa, understood. VFR, runway 08 right.
Shut off our second engine.
Altimeters 3024, winds at 190 at 10. Taxi Alpha, cross 31, hold short 08 right, and squawk. 5, oh, actually, stand by.
Right.
Romeo Alpha Papa, squawk 6777.
I genuinely don't remember which ones to turn off now, so this is
Alpha,
probably
cross
not
31, hold short,
We
08
are
right,
in position.
squawk 6777, Romeo, Oscar Papa.
Catering vehicles are on their way. The boarding requested.
We're going deboard. Didn't mean to do catering, but it's happening now, I guess. So engine's off, APU on, seatbelts off. Logo can come off, anti-collision light can come off. This goes back to 10,000. All you guys who came and hung out with me today, I definitely do appreciate it. This was definitely a little fun flight over. Volume switches.
Passengers deboarding started.
Get the ground power in.
Vancouver Ground, Romeo, Oscar Papa. Can we request an intersection take off that echo?
There's the Encore. There should be a dash 8 right there, if I'm not mistaken.
Romeo Alpha Papa, stand by.
Roger.
So here's what we're actually gonna do, because I realize that I'm gonna watch this Encore land real fast, because I do want to see this guy land. I missed it.
Romeo Alpha Papa, sorry,
Look at that
Romeo
cute
Oscar
little guy.
Papa, intersection Echo approved, taxi Alpha Echo, hold short 08 right.
Thank you so much. Alpha, Echo, full short, 08 right, Romeo, Oscar Papa.
Vancouver ground, good evening, United 375, requesting taxi.
United 375, squawk 5660, Mo Charlie, please.
Alright guys, so go and hop back down here, disconnect from the network, and then really fast, what I'm going to do is, we'll take a look at our landing. This was a pretty firm landing, wasn't anything too like spicy or dicey, it was just kind of on the money. Yeah, see, we were short of the bricks, 1.28 with a 3. Yeah, okay. So we're going to get this in real fast. PMDG actions. We will release the ground car because we still BAP1 anyways. Go and pause this, pause that. We'll go back into our... Actually, we'll just stay on this one for this point. Not much down there that really needs to be shown off. We will go ahead and do panel state. Final. Let this configure itself real fast. We're going to take it in from, we're going to start the recording at the ILS just as it makes more sense to do so. Flight directors, all that we have. Auto brakes 2. Get this all in here real fast. Okay. Alright guys, we got that sorted out. Rocky! Dogs, man. Like to bark. Oh. Alright guys, just want to thank everyone who came out here, hung out with us, hung out with the chat. Really fun little flight from Salt Lake to Vancouver today. Got some traffic on, which is always nice. I love this view right here. Give you the other runway right there. Observatory. And pretty straight in. I have a dream one day I want to have all these stutters, guys. We'll be able to just land and not have any of this. And honestly, I still think this is Atlanta. Like, I still have a firm belief that Atlanta causes a lot of these issues. But yeah, guys. Anyways, that is Vancouver. Awesome stream today. Fun weekend. We had a late night Finnair stream with 321 last night. We had a fun time today with the 737-900, and I think later this week we're going to try to sneak in the 319 and the 777 again. We'll kind of see what we get up to. But yeah, guys, just want to say thank you so much for coming and hanging out with the channel, and for all you guys who were lurking in the background hanging out. I appreciate it just as much because you guys keep the view counter up, and that means someone else is wanting to watch. So yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go and cut it here, you guys, as we turn off of the runway here with this beautiful, beautiful sunset. Thank you guys so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time.